Hello everybody, my name is Alex with Sigala Designs. Thanks for tuning in for a brand new video. Now, as you guys can see behind me, yes, we are in Vegas, and man, I don't know how many times we've been to this airport, especially coming from San Diego, because every time we travel, every time we go do an install, it actually, and they're over the intercom. I guess at the airport it's kind of hard to predict when they're gonna talk, but as I was saying, every time we go to do an install, we always leave from San Diego and land in Vegas. And in this video, it's pretty special because we're gonna actually be meeting up with a YouTuber that you guys have mentioned if we were ever gonna do a collab with them, if we were ever gonna actually conjoin our both viewers and everything we do on social media. If you guys recognize the name, we are meeting up with HorsePowerObsessed to actually work on his Z06. Yes, you heard that correct. The collab is finally coming to YouTube. So without further ado, we do have a 2-hour layover here in Vegas. So once we actually fly out to, I believe we're going to Newark, that's where we're landing, and then we actually need to drive about 5 hours to get to him. So we will update you then, but we just wanted to go ahead, give you the huge news, and start off the video. So, as you guys saw, we were just in Vegas, and now we landed in Newark and are in the rental and are about to make the drive to Justin, also known as HorsePowerObsessed, to go meet up with him, collab, and finally give you guys the content that you guys have been asking for. Because even though you guys might not think so, yes, we do see all your comments. When we actually did the install for Street Speed, you guys were asking, well, now that we collabed with him, are we gonna do a collab with HorsePowerObsessed? And the answer is yes. So that is what we're on our way to do now. But according to Waze and how long it will take to get there, it is about a five and a half hour drive, as you guys see there. So it's gonna be a minute. Once we get there, we will update you guys as we kind of go along and show you guys exactly what we're gonna do with HorsePowerObsessed.
5 hours later.
And as we mentioned earlier in the video, we would update you guys once we actually arrived at Justin's house. And well, here next to me, you guys can see we are here and we do have the Z06 in front of us. Now, up until this point, you guys didn't really know why we were coming. And well, right now I'm gonna talk to Justin and he can probably help explain a little more about why we're here. So you kind of want to talk to them what happened throughout the install process?
Yeah, so I managed to get the bumper off. It was actually easier than I thought it would be. I started into cutting the holes in the side for the dive planes, which was very nerve-wracking, by the way. Got through that, and then I started to put on the first dive plane, and I was pushing, pulling, and broke one of the tabs. So I sent them a message and I said, hey, can I get another one of these parts? And they were kind enough to just come out and do it for me instead of me breaking things consistently.
There we go. So yes, he did start the install process, and behind me you guys can see we already went ahead and put it up on some race ramps, but the front bumper is completely off the car. So he went ahead, already did one side of the cutting for the actual dive plane. So we're gonna go ahead, finish off the rest, and we also have a special surprise for you guys that we're gonna do a little kind of, it wasn't planned to do, but we're also going to be doing carbon fiber door moldings on the Z06 as well. So Adrian is right there. He's getting everything ready to actually start tearing apart the door panel to actually get everything removed, while I'm going to go ahead and keep finishing up the front bumper. So I'm going to make the cutouts on the other side, and then as we go along, that's how we'll start finishing off the car and getting this install finally complete.
A few moments later.
As we finally go ahead and wrap up the front end, check out how it everything looks now that it's all installed. Now don't get me wrong, the install is not finished yet, but honestly with the black Z06, this just makes the front end look so much more sinister, especially with the combo of the carbon fiber with the black paint. Now over here, I know you guys see part of the door moldings missing, and that is because right now those top pieces are actually in the curing process, so we can't go ahead and install those yet. But on this side, Adrian already went ahead and installed the door handle. It's just that with the space we had, he couldn't necessarily get to that side too easily. So right now when we flip the car around to actually get started on the wing install, that is when he'll go ahead and wrap this side up while I go ahead and start getting the bumper ready to be removed. So let's go ahead, flip it around, and we'll show you guys once we have it all ready to get work done on the rear end. So as we're getting ready to wrap up the install, now Adrian is just going ahead and finishing up the last little things inside the actual rear trunk, just to be able to put all the carpeting back together now that everything's bolted up. I know you're over here kind of just waiting for it to get done. What are your thoughts so far?
I'm pretty impressed with the way that the kit installs, because it's super like thought out, mechanical. I mean, it's exactly what you would want.
Well, as we're getting ready to finally pull out the car after the entire install has been completed, here Adrian went ahead and jumped in to actually bring it out of the garage. Here we have it, guys. Let us know what you think, and well, it's official. So now that we have officially wrapped up the car, tell the people what you thought of us, kind of what was your experience with us working on your car, and what you thought of the install process, seeing everything.
Yeah, so I'm pretty handy. I do all my installs myself typically. I wouldn't want to do this. I'm very thankful these guys decided to come out and help me out, because this would probably not have gotten done maybe in 3 weeks. Like it would have taken a while, because this is a lot, but they made it look easy, of course, because they're professionals. You guys have done a million kits, I'm sure, and it looks phenomenal. I mean, the car is definitely supposed to look like this.
Well, I mean, you guys finally got the collab with Sigala and HorsePowerObsessed. We were here to be able to finish off his car, and even added the little bit of extra, which was the door moldings. How do you like those? I mean,
I love those. That's so awesome that was like a surprise at the very end, because it ties in the side skirts with the boomerangs on the side. It's perfect. Yeah,
you get that nice even flow from the front of the car all the way to the very back with the Z07 wing. Well, I mean, we're gonna get out of here now, but the install is officially complete. Once again, he will have his own video up on his channel, so make sure to go check it out, HorsePowerObsessed. We will have all his links in the description for you to go check it out. But I mean, this is it. It's done.
It is. Thank you, guys.
So guys, behind me you guys can see it is absolutely pitch black. And Adrian, what time is it right now?
11:07.
11:07. Show the camera right there. And well, guys, it was only one lane open on the freeway, and I was following behind a semi. And you know, I'm paying attention ahead of me, and I see the semi go, basically just be driving. Everything's fine. I jumped out of my seat. Like, you felt it jump up. And basically the situation we got here, we went ahead, put the spare underneath the actual car to be able to have access underneath. And that is because, well, that connector right there, I don't know if you guys can see it, actually came loose, and we lost all power steering.
Oh, look at that.
Oh shit, I don't know if you guys can tell, but oh yeah, you guys can see that's a horse. That's a horse on the road. But we lost all power steering, so so Adrian said, you know what, first thing, before we actually realized that's what it was, we went ahead, disconnected the battery, hopefully it reset itself, and the power steering warning light went away. So we looked under the car, and well, that's when we saw that the connector was actually off. So you want to go ahead, let's drop it, and then we'll see if that fixed it. Hopefully. Okay, so luckily we had our tools, because you guys know we were doing an install. And well, real quick, let's see what we got here. Look how easy that is, guys. That's way easier than doing it manually. We'll leave it up on the tire for now, but let's see. So starting off, this thing was super stiff. Let's see. Okay, so hopefully the steering is soft. Here, let's go ahead, reverse off of the tire. I think we're good. Okay, so there's that. Okay, it's definitely better. I mean, let's go ahead, turn it off, we'll disconnect the battery, and then we'll kind of see how it acts. But let's go ahead and put it on. Oh boy. Oh guys, and it's raining out here. Of all times it could be raining. Of course, it's when we hit God knows what. I mean, should we start driving and kind of hope for the best?
That's all we can do, to be honest.
For the most part, at least it's mostly straight. Let's go ahead, throw everything back in the car, and then we still got about a 3-hour drive ahead of us, so we'll figure it out then.